Hello viewers, now it's on to the Rally of Argentina. Quite a challenge this one, let's take a look. So on to Argentina, a rally which ramps up the difficulty considerably on some of the others we've seen so far. A lot of that is very much down to the shadows and the trees and unsighted corners, but it's a very fast start over the bridge. I didn't actually take this as well as I would like to have taken it using the T500 here. It's a little bit dark in the camera there, unfortunately, but you can see I oversteered at first in anticipation of the corner, and then round over the bridge. Actually quite tricky doing rallying with the T500 wheel. I wasn't at all comfortable with it for rallying, simply because of the gear shifters. I think you need the stick to really use it effectively. The gear shifters are fine for track racing, but for rallying you're constantly changing gear. So on the power, slow through this section, kind of tippy-toeing through here. It's very narrow indeed. If you touch those sort of slightly raised walls, they can throw the car completely off, spin you out, everything else, or even hook the car off the track. And into these shadows I was talking about, from the light to the dark, you can become very disorientated very quickly in these sections. So through that, out, back into the sunlight, that's always a relief. And now trying to carry as much speed through here. I carried too much speed in that first section. That caused a lot of understeer there. So it just, luckily there's no rocks, so I can cut across that section cleanly enough. Back onto the gravel, the mud and the dirt. Car slides nicely, grips well as well. Through these corners, nice and high speed, nice and bright, so I can see the apex as well I'm aiming for. Slowing down, that was an unsighted right two, so sometimes when it's unsighted you just need to brake right down. Again, these jumps are really, you know, punishing the car. Oh goodness, hit a little bump there, almost sent us onto two wheels, nearly a roll, just lucky to keep it together there. Another bump hits the car here, there we go, and that was also quite a knock. Feel all that through your force feedback as well. So the cars are taking quite a lot of punishment in that section. And now you do want to stay onto this central sort of tarmac area, if you like, sort of rough tarmac. Gives you a bit more grip through this section. And again here, you need to be quite precise with these sections. The rocks are all jutting out and can be obviously enormously damaging if you touch any of them. Staying in first. I didn't know whether to go through first or second in some of those. Sometimes I get better driving second, but when you're taking these sections for the first time, you just got to be mindful. I was aware of that rock over there, so I was mindful of that as well. Steer well clear. Again, lifting slightly over the crest as I'm braking down. Downhill braking, got to be prepared for that. Little dip on the inside, could have thrown me off. Through these sections, nicely on the power, nice and comfortable through that section. Now we dive back into the trees, and again braking a little bit early there. Couldn't quite see the corner very well. The orange netting around the side actually working well as a guide for me in that section. As we come around these final few corners of this stage, couldn't quite get the car into the slide I wanted there. Again, more about the brakes, you know, not enough power in the brakes. Tint of the screen has changed slightly, that's down to my camera. Now these final few corners, and that was stage one from the Rally of Argentina, and again there'll be more to come in the coming days as well. And don't forget to click on those links to see from the other viewpoints. So that was the Rally of Argentina. Not the quickest. I have to say, obviously you're learning the stage, and the shadows from the trees make it very difficult. You're relying quite heavily on your co-driver. I wasn't taking some of those sections flat, so I know there's a lot more time to be gained on it. But it shows it's quite. It's got some very challenging moments to it. Some jumps there where the car almost rolled. It's a little bit risky here and there, but a lot of fun to play, and it's increased the challenge of the game somewhat as well. I was using the T500 for that one. And as ever, all the wheels have worked fine so far. So that was the Rally of Argentina. Now it's on to Acropolis. So check that out.